Hey everybody, it's Caden from Achievement Hunter bringing you the major game releases for April 2014 in this episode of Coming Soon. As always, it's the multi-platform games up first. Last year's portable Batman title, Arkham Origins Blackgate, makes its way to the Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, PC, and Wii U on April 1st. On April 3rd, Don Bradman Cricket 14 drops for the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. This marks the first in the series that players will be allowed to go through a full career mode and create their own character. April 8th marks the release of Daylight for both PS4 and PC. Daylight is a first-person survival horror game that utilizes the Unreal Engine 4 to capture many dynamic and realistic light sources that will allow players to navigate an abandoned hospital and vanquish the ghosts they find there. The next game in the LEGO series drops on April 8th. LEGO The Hobbit will be available for the Xbox 360, Xbox One, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, Vita, Wii U, 3DS, and PC. This Hobbit game encompasses the first two movies, and the final movie's content will be available later this year, titled as the There and Back Again DLC pack. Additionally, and somewhat inspired by Minecraft, players will be able to mine for gems, get loot, craft magical items, and even build new LEGO structures. Conception 2: Children of the Seven Stars for the Vita and 3DS will be released on April 15th. In this handheld RPG, likened to the Persona series, players will combine their energy with one of many Star Maidens to create Star Children in order to stop monsters that have taken over the land. An updated version of FIFA 14, titled 2014 FIFA World Cup Brazil, releases on the 15th for the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. This new version will include a new Road to the World Cup mode, which adds the entire qualification series for the first time in FIFA history. Sadly, there are no plans for a PS4, Xbox One, or PC version for this FIFA title. Almost 2 years to the day, on April 16th, we'll finally get our hands on the next Trials game, Trials Fusion. Fusion will be released for the Xbox 360, Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and PC, and includes everything we've come to love from Trials Evolution with tons of new content. A futuristic style, a new trick system, enhanced graphics, and the ability to link to mobile devices are the major new additions to Fusion. Additionally, on April 10th, we'll also be seeing the release of Trials Frontier for the iOS. Swinging back into theaters on May 2nd, we'll finally get our first taste of The Amazing Spider-Man 2 in the new game for the Xbox 360, Xbox One, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, 3DS, Wii U, and PC, releasing on April 29th. Rather than taking place after the film like the last movie tie-in, Amazing Spider-Man 2's game takes place alongside the events of the movie, further fleshing out the new Spider-Man's universe. Following the events of First Blood Part 2, and Rambo 3, on April 29th, you'll finally be able to experience what it's like to be John Rambo in Rambo the video game, available for the Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and PC. Wrapping up the multi-platform releases on April 30th, Child of Light drops for the 360, One, PS3, PS4, Wii U, and PC. Half-puzzle platformer and half-turn-based RPG, players jump into the role of Aurora, who is on a quest to return home and free the sun, moon, and stars that have been stolen by the Queen of the Night. That's it for the multi-platform releases, so it's time for the exclusives. Nintendo's up first to show us their offerings for April. Combining elements from Animal Crossing and tons of minigames with the wonderful characters created by Disney, on April 11th, Nintendo gives us Disney Magical World for the 3DS. Releasing on April 15th, the sequel to 2009's Cooking Mama spin-off, Gardening Mama 2 Forest Friends for the 3DS, introduces more than 50 horticultural challenges and a new Spot Pass feature. NES Remix 2 for the Wii U drops on April 25th, containing 12 new games to be remixed, and also includes a brand new mode called Super Luigi Brothers, which takes Luigi on a trip through mirrored levels from the original Super Mario Bros. Microsoft gives us 2 exclusives for April. The next in the Kinect Sports series, Kinect Sports Rivals, comes to the Xbox One on April 8th and features the voice talent of David Tennant, most known for his role as the 10th Doctor in BBC's Doctor Who. And delayed from last month, 360 players will finally get their hands on Titanfall on April 8th. Sony is going all out this month with a load of exclusives. On April 1st, the original team behind Scott Pilgrim vs. the World the game gives us their Kickstarted project Mercenary Kings for the PS4. An updated version of Ragnarok Odyssey titled Ragnarok Odyssey Ace will see its PS3 and Vita release on April 1st. MLB 14 The Show, the 9th in the MLB The Show series, will be released on the PS3 and Vita on April 1st. However, if you're wanting to play it on the PS4, you'll have to wait until May. Finally making its way onto the PS4 on April 14th is Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reborn. Turn-based dungeon-crawling RPG Demon Gaze, and the successor to the Students of the Round game, sees its Vita release on April 22nd. Based on the long-running manga series of the same name, on April 29th, the fighting game JoJo's Bizarre Adventure All-Star Battle punches its way onto the PS3. The over-the-top top-down shmup Raiden 4 Overkill hits the PS3 on April 29th. On April 29th, the Otome visual novel Hakuoki Stories of the Shinsengumi drops on the PS3 exclusively. And sometime in April, with a solid date yet to be confirmed, Octodad Daedalus Catch will see its PS4 launch. The ever-diverse exclusives for PC are up next. Think like a goat, act like a goat, look like a goat on April 1st with Goat Simulator. The long-awaited Elder Scrolls Online releases April 4th for PC and Mac, set an entire millennium before Skyrim, featuring 4 classes, Dragon Knight, Templar, Sorcerer, and Nightblade. This is the first online-only Elder Scrolls, but will have plenty of content for those who would like to play a more solo adventure. The customizable tower defense game McDroid drops on April 8th for PC, Mac, and Linux. Successor to 2012's War of the Roses, on April 15th, PC players get War of the Vikings. Self-proclaimed comically morbid platformer Life Goes On for PC, Mac, and Linux has its release on April 16th. The War Game series is back with Red Dragon for PC on April 17th. PS3 and 360 gamers got it last month, and now PC players will finally feel the darkness creep upon them on April 25th with the PC launch of Dark Souls 2. Now it's time to wrap things up with the currently announced DLC for April. April 3rd gives us the Call of Duty Ghost Devastation DLC for the Xbox 360 and Xbox One, featuring 4 new multiplayer maps and 2 new extinction chapters. The very last Borderlands DLC, titled Sir Hammerlock vs. the Son of Cromorex, drops on April 15th for the 360, PS3, and PC. Releasing for the 360, PS3, PC, but not the Wii U, on April 22nd we'll see the origins of Mr. Freeze in Batman Arkham Origins DLC, Cold Heart. Serving as a prequel to Outlast and showing how the Asylum slowly became the horror that we see in the main game, on April 30th, the Whistleblower DLC releases for PS4 and PC. And sometime in April, release date yet to be completely confirmed, Killzone Shadowfall gets its Insurgent Pack DLC for the PS4. That wraps up the releases for this month, and I'll see you next month for more, but don't forget to wish Rooster Teeth a happy anniversary today!